WWE games have been here for years and they still haven't fixed a lot of things. It really makes you question, are they making the games for us or are they just making money? But here are 5 different things that I would like WWE 2K22 to improve so that we can play your product and have fun. Number 1, AI understanding gimmick matches. There are so many gimmick matches in WWE such as No Holds Barred, Hell in a Cell, Steel Cage, but somehow the AI just does not understand what to do. For example, in Hell in a Cell, you would expect superstars to maybe break the cage or maybe go outside the cage, climb the cage, go up to the top and do some kind of moves on the top of the cage. But instead of that, all they do is just fight inside the ring and just be done with it. The cage never gets destroyed ever. It's even worse for ladder matches because for some reason, superstars will just be looking at someone climbing up the top of the ladder and getting the briefcase. It's like every single person is a jobber in that match. So in this case, I want WWE 2K22 to improve the AI in such a way that they can understand these gimmick matches and play that way. I run an E-Federation show in Twitch by the name G7 Wrestling and I usually have AI versus AI games. So I would really like to see an AI actually hitting an opponent with some object in a no disqualification match instead of not doing anything. Number 2, my career mode. WWE 2K has not been that great with my career mode in the beginning because usually they were super boring. Is that the reason why people are actually leaving WWE, because it's actually boring? But WWE 2K20 actually innovated the My Career mode and made it interesting by going to the indie scene, going outside of the arena to a city, to different houses to interact with people and get that storyline in. Not only that, the graphics were so amazing that it reminded me of GTA Vice City. Yeah, that's how good it was. But WWE 2K22 can improve on that right there. Of course, make the locations look much more better, first things first, but also make the story much more, interesting. Have some kind of feud or storyline where somebody is going to someone's house to literally beat the shit out of them. Basically how Triple H went into Randy Orton's house to just destroy his house and throw him out of that window. All those things could actually make it the mode for people to play in WWE 2K22. Number 3, video editor. This is the most annoying feature in the WWE 2K video game. It's so damn slow as if I'm using Windows 98 and editing videos in it. Even worse is how when you select cutscenes, they don't have anything mentioned in it. It is only numbers. Cutscene 1, 2, 3, 4. They have no explanation of what each cutscene has. A person had to literally force himself, punish himself and make a thread where he actually has described each cutscene and what it is. And even more worse is how the video editor length is only 30 seconds. It should be longer, but it's not. And then again, if you change the cast members, it takes so long to load. I think WWE 2K22 should take inspirations from Rockstar and how their editor is so good. You can change camera angles, you can change the look, and you can have a much larger length without, reloading the whole scene. You can do it right then and there, which is so easy and so simple to do. For us creators who really want to utilize video editor, it's very hard to do because we literally spend 30 minutes on just one 30-second cutscene. It should not be like that. It should be much more streamlined, and I hope WWE 2K22 does that, because if you want to have this feature, please improve on it. Otherwise, just remove this feature altogether. Number 4, title glitch. Oh my god, this one is a big one. The title glitch in WWE game has been there ever since the dawn of time. That's right, none of the WWE games have that title glitch ever fixed. It's weird to see that only the WWE superstars will have no glitch whatsoever, but if you create a wrestler and have a bigger jacket or a bigger t-shirt or whatever, the title will start glitching, which makes no sense. If a shirt or a jacket has some kind of simulation, basically replicating how a real cloth in a real world will react to a body or to the wind, if that thing is there in a jacket or a t-shirt, but then only when the title will glitch. And sometimes your body parts glitch through as well. They should have some kind of a system that will determine how if a jacket is bigger or a shirt is bigger, then the length of the title should be bigger as well. Something like that so that they can avoid that glitch. Number 5 is going to be Fictional 2K Showcase. The 2K Showcase has been in WWE 2K games ever since 2K took over. And it is a pretty good thing to have, because for someone who has just started watching WWE, they can have a look at the history of the business, like the Attitude Era, or even what happened with Daniel Bryan and how he became a world champion and defeating 2 people in one night in WrestleMania. That is a great moment, as a great history to see what happened with a certain character. But then WWE 2K20 just dropped the ball on that one and showed something that literally happened a year ago. So anybody who buys WWE games, they at least are in touch with WWE or watch the WWE shows, so they should be knowing the storyline, at least a little bit, of what's going on. So when they see a showcase of a story that they have already seen, it becomes boring. What WWE 2K22 can do is have these fictional storylines on the 2K showcase inspired by What If show from Marvel. So maybe what if John Cena defeated The Rock in the first place? What if CM Punk was the one who took the streak down? And what if Daniel Bryan actually lost in WrestleMania? Or what if Becky Lynch never won the 2 titles in WrestleMania? All of those things could be really fun to do. A very amazing example is Raw vs SmackDown 2011, where you have Road to WrestleMania, but if you selected Rey Mysterio's storyline, you have a really interesting storyline with Rey Mysterio and Jack Swagger. Same one with John Cena, where you had John Cena and Randy Orton's interesting storyline. And then the best was The Undertaker, because when you selected The Undertaker, you would have to select any superstar you want to face The Undertaker. The storyline was absolutely insane. That is what I'm talking about. Those kind of different storylines is what 2K Showcase should have, and it would be so interesting. Well, those are my 5 things that WWE 2K22 can improve on to make the game much more fun. I do not expect them to fix the title glitch, but at least something should be there. And what about the AEW video game? Do you think that AEW video game can be better than WWE 2K22? Well, watch this video right here to know more about that.